Environmental impact of hospitality. The hospitality industry's impact on the environment, while less critical than other industries, is still significant, especially in major tourist destinations. This is the example of environmental impact of hospitality. Large hotels and resorts in coastal destinations like Boracay in the Philippines can contribute water pollution, waste generation, and habitat destruction if not properly managed. To address this, Boracay temporarily closed for rehabilitation in 2018 to restore its natural beauty and environmental health.
The American Hotel and Lodging Association recognized environmental concern in the 1970s, forming committees to research impact and establish methods for improvement. They provide educational resources on environmental challenge in hospitality. Example of early environmental initiative. The American Hotel and Lodging Association created training materials in the 1970s to educate hotel managers on reducing energy use, recycling, and conserving water. Today, ALA still promotes green initiative through certification like the Green Key program, which help hotel track and reduce the environmental footprint.
Global environmental efforts. International organizations such as the United Nations, the World Travel and Tourism Council, and various local and regional bodies have prioritized environmental issues. They promote awareness and best practices within the hospitality industry. Example of global environmental efforts. The International Hotel Environment Initiative launched programs where hotels commit to reducing waste and energy use. For example, the Marriott Hotel chain has pledged to reduce its water and carbon footprints globally, and they actively monitor their sustainability targets. Locally, the Philippines Department of Tourism requires establishment to follow eco-friendly practices such as limiting single-use plastic and providing refillable toiletries.
Core environmental issues include CO2 emissions, pollutions, habitat destruction, and resources usage, which intersect with broader sustainability concepts encompassing economics, environment, and equity, the 3S. Example of core environmental concern. Hotel often replace traditional light bulbs with energy efficient LED, which significantly reduce electricity use the cut CO2 emissions from power plants. Second is resort near coral reefs may adopt strict guidelines like setting up natural barriers or regulating boat traffic to protect sensitivity marine ecosystem from the harm.
Sustainability in the Philippines. The Philippine Council for Sustainable Development emphasized sustainable tourism in the Philippine Agenda 21, addressing poverty alleviation alongside environmental initiatives. Example, the Philippine Council for Sustainable Development works with the tourism sector on sustainable development initiatives, like ecotourism programs that provide alternative livelihood option for locals while promoting environmental conservation. And best example nito is yung clean and green na ginagawa natin upang makatulong tayo sa environment.
Challenges of economic and environmental balance. The hospitality industry faces the challenge of maintaining economic sustainability while preserving the natural environment that attract tourists, known as the Golden Goose Effect. Example of challenges of economic and environmental balance. Some beach resorts along the Mediterranean, such as those in Spain, implement seasonal closures to prevent overcrowding and environmental degradation, balancing visitor demands with resource preservation. In popular destinations like Bali, hotels and restaurants often participate in cleanup programs to maintain the area's attractiveness while supporting the community and ecosystem health.
Motivation for environmental responsibility. Companies are motivated by economic benefits, regulatory requirements, and social responsibility. Example of motivation for environmental responsibility. Economic interest. Some hotels reduce operational costs by switching solar power or installing rainwater harvesting system. This investment reduces the reliance on local utilities and save money over time. Regulatory concern. In country with strict water regulation, hotel must limit water usage, encouraging practice like using low flow fixture and implementing water saving laundry policies.
Triple bottom line. Sustainability and hospitality revolves around people, planet, and profit, with a focus on balancing social, environmental, and economic goals. People. Some hotels offer green stay options, allowing guests to out of daily lining changes, helping to conserve water and energy. Planet. Resorts like Scandic hotels in Europe have initiatives to lower food waste and manage energy efficiently, promoting environmental sustainability. Profit. May eco-certified hotels attract environmentally conscious travelers who are willing to pay a premium for sustainability practices.
The concept of economic interest in environmental behavior. You can highlight how financial benefits motivate individuals or organizations to adopt eco-friendly practices. Essentially, this means that economic incentives can be powerful reason for people to act environmental friendly ways as this action often leads to saving or profit over time. Example, switching to energy efficient lighting for instance by replacing traditional incandescent bulb with energy efficient compact fluorescent lamp. A business can lower its electricity bills. This change reduces the amount of electricity needed, which indirectly lower the pollution produced by power plants. Furthermore, since CFLs have a longer lifespan than incandescent bulbs, maintenance and replacement costs are also reduced. In this way, the economic benefit cost saving align with the environmental benefit reduce pollution.
The concept of regulatory concern. In environmental behavior refers to the law of rules that requires business to operate in ways that protect the environment. This regulation enforce practices like recycling, limiting water usage, and controlling pollution, meaning that companies must follow these standards to avoid legal issues. Example of water usage limit. Some restaurants facing water shortage. They can limit their water usage by closing the faucet after using them and putting some water to the empty containers.
The concept of business dynamics in the environmental behavior refers to how market factors, consumer expectations, and global industry standards drive companies to consider their environmental impact. Businesses in the hospitality industry, for instance, increasingly recognize the environmental performance affect their market position, partnerships, and appeal to eco-conscious consumers. Example of consumer demand for eco-friendly options. One dimension of business dynamics is consumer demand. Certain segments of travelers, for example, prioritize eco-friendly practices when choosing hotels or travel services, leading to the rise of ecotourism. This demand encourages hotels to adopt sustainable practices such as using energy efficient lighting or reducing water waste to attract these environmentally conscious consumers. Meeting this demand not only bring in new customers but also boost the company's reputation for sustainability.
The dimension of social responsibility in environmental behavior emphasize how business integrate eco-friendly practices with a commitment to corporate social responsibility. This means that many companies, especially in the hospitality and food sectors, view environmental stewardship as an essential part of their responsibility to their communities, employees, and the wider world.
Example, McDonald's waste management and conservation initiatives. McDonald's show its social responsibility through initiatives like waste management improvements, collaboration with the Environmental Defense Funds, and rainforest restoration. Additionally, programs like the Ronald McDonald House demonstrate its CSR commitment to support families in need, providing the McDo CSR span both environmental and social causes.
Conservation and management energy have long been a concern for the industry, especially for managers of facilities. Energy usually accounts for 4% to 6% of hotel revenues, sometimes referred to as utilities. This translates into an annual energy investment of more than 3.7 billion in the US lodging market. The use of power in the housing industry requires electricity, fossil fuels, water, waste management, gasoline, and sometimes steam, hot water, or cold water, according to the Uniform Scheme of Accounts. Energy consumption produced by products like carbon monoxide, nitrous, and sulfur oxide, and particulate matter, energy efficiency, and management initiatives aim to reduce demand, which can lower costs and decrease environmental pollutants.
The use of power in housing industry requires electricity, fossil fuels, water, waste management, gasoline, and sometimes steam, hot water or cold water. According to the Uniform Scheme of Accounts, energy consumption produced by product like carbon monoxide, nitrous, and sulfur oxide, and particulate matter. Energy efficiency and management initiatives aim to reduce demand, which can lower costs and decrease environmental pollutant. Good management practices for facilities include acts that regulate the use of electricity. Example of the kinds of leadership act that help energy management are record of electricity consumption and cost of energy. 2 is maintenance of facilities properly and proper producers and documents for smooth and appropriate operation.
The next one is accurate records for energy consumption that change, essential for tracking energy usage, but some operations lack the detail needed by facility managers. Without access to utility bills, facility manager lose oversight of expenses and cannot document energy, quantity of costs.
In contrast, some companies have implemented advanced methods to monitor energy use. For example, Intercontinental Hotels create a comprehensive energy usage data in 1990s, allowing them to benchmark and improve efficiency of their properties.
A facility manager should monitor both historical energy records and real-time usage with computerized building controls. Many multi-unit operators with work vendors through paper-based or online systems that track their building energy usage and provide detailed consumption reports. This enables better oversights and help optimize energy management across their facilities.
Another useful choice is the actual use of energy including water inside the house. This enables the use to be precisely matched to particular operation. And if the property wishes to be paid for such operations, this will be help offset the issue of how information in the hotel industry is registered. registered. On a per room basis, cost and usage are also presented. This convey the idea that the real use of energy takes place in guest room. This is not the case with certain activities in order to concentrate on areas which needs it the most. Energy is maintained by a set of operating system addressing energy management needs. Submetering during new construction is relatively expensive. Owners and establishment resident will find submetering to more normal as operation perform more outsourcing of activities such as in food and beverage, lounging, and auxiliary service operations. Proper equipment maintenance is essential to the achievements of a facility's rated efficiency, as shown by the decreased efficiency of boilers and chiller when they are not cleaned regularly and properly. Cleaning can affect efficiency. Failure to provide boilers and chiller with proper water treatment will increase the rate at which the system will heat and cool simultaneously, or the water will be discharged only when it should be rather than all the time as in normal operation.
Its energy management relies on proper equipment operation by facilities personnel and other employees. Facility staff should understand daily factors that affect equipment efficiency, such as adjusting equipment used during low demand periods and avoiding unnecessary operations, like air conditioning in empty conference room. All employees should be mindful of how their action impact energy costs. Significant energy waste can result from practices like using hot water to melt ice, running partially loaded washing machines, and leaving lights on in unoccupied spaces. Reducing such inefficiencies can lead to substantial energy saving across operations.
It makes sense to install occupancy and daylight sensor in corridors. It means installing sensor in corridors can help automatically turn light on or off based on occupancy and natural light. This measure prevent unnecessary lighting when the area is occupied, leading to energy savings.
Less energy consumption, it means using energy efficient lighting, such as LED lights, can significantly reduce energy consumption up to 80%. This lower electricity costs and the carbon footprint of the facility.
So, the recommended temperature for a specific area in hospitality businesses, different areas in a hotel have recommended temperature range to optimize comfort and energy use. So, in bars and lounge, we have 68 to 75 Fahrenheit. In guest room, bathroom, we have 79 to 81 Fahrenheit. And in the guest room, bedroom, we have 68 to 68, 66 to 68 Fahrenheit. Restaurant and dining room, we have 72 to 75 Fahrenheit. In corridor, we have 66 to 70 Fahrenheit. In kitchen, we had 61 to 64 Fahrenheit. Laundries, we have 61 to 64 Fahrenheit. In laundries, we have 61 to 66 Fahrenheit. Maintaining these temperatures ensure a comfortable environment for guests while also saving energies.
The demand for the hotel is generally related to the number of visitors searching for an overnight stay and the popularity of the destination. Thus, as the tourist demand of a region increases, the demand for hotels increases as well, driving developers and hotel businesses to rush to popular destinations, owing to their physical proximity and unavoidable collaboration. Hotels, tourism, and local communities intertwine in near symbiotic relationships. The SDG. As a guide for hotels, to compartmentalize each of their main operations function, how can hotels adapt their current practices accordingly?